Um, we can we can move on. We can move on to the Boy Scouts of America. So they filed for bankruptcy. Because there are thousands of allegations and lawsuits coming their way, and they promised every single person with the lawsuit that they would pay out the lawsuit, right? So, which is admirable from BSA. You can't, but I can't listen. All right, chill out. um, which is admirable from BSA. And it's really sad that all of this happened to them, because I don't think they're a bad group. I was in Cub Scouts. I was in Cub Scouts for a little while when I was a little babby boy. It was interesting. I never followed up with it any, but it was fun. But I don't know what. We can just hop into it, I guess. That's cool.
Well, tonight, Boy Scouts of America has filed for bankruptcy. Why are they filing, and what does this mean for local chapters all across the country? Our Paula Fair is here to break it all down. So I guess, first of all, why are they filing bankruptcy?
Well, these sex abuse lawsuits were just piling up, but make no bones about it. The Boy Scouts of America aren't skirting their responsibility. They released a statement, Kira, and they say that they have a moral responsibility to compensate these victims. According to court documents as recently as January of this year, over 12,000 victims have come forward claiming some form of molestation or abuse at the hands of a leader within the organization or their scout leader, and over 8,000 abusers have been implicated. But the Boy Scouts.
Jeez, dude. Can you imagine? I don't know what this time period is, but 12,000 reports against 8,000 members. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's incredible. I don't know. There should be some more oversight over that. Something went wrong. Something went terribly wrong for 12,000 cases to be amassed over I don't know how much time. I have no clue. You didn't promise violence. Listen, shh. Okay, shh. We can't do it. Listen, you gotta keep it under wraps. All right. I'm under the watchful eye of Big Twitch.
Have said all along, if you were abused, we want you to come forward and we want you to file a claim.
I remember when this story first broke.
So sad.
And it's been years now. Is that what's adding to the complexity of this bankruptcy?
Yeah, this is believed to be one of the most complex bankruptcies maybe in history. It's complex, it's layered. There are so many, just think about it, there are so many lawyers, so many lawsuits, so many victims that are named in this. And also in bankruptcy court, their assets were valued between $1 billion and $10 billion.
You can't say because of Breath of the Wild. Oh, you're playing Breath of the Wild or something? But hi, Mecca. Nice to see you, bud. Yes, affiliate hype. We've made it. Thanks to you. Thanks to your community. Thanks for lots of people. Ooh, Breath of the Wild. That's cute. So I'd like to thank you. Show my appreciation. We've done it. We've done it. Affiliate hype. So now, I don't know what to do now. So we keep trucking, we keep going, and then we get partner, and then we go to a Twitch party, and I can drop kick Hassan Piker, or something along those lines. Not hurt him, because we don't hurt other members. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know. We'll go to a Twitch party. All right. The next time you see me, Mecca, you'll see me on live stream fails. Okay. Don't worry about it. We're rocketing to the moon. All right. It's gonna be a great ride. We're talking about the Boy Scouts of America. They're filing for bankruptcy because they're having to the best of us. I hope not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do wrong. I guess we'll find out. We're talking about Boy Scouts of America. They're filing for bankruptcy because 12,000 lawsuits have been brought against them, alleging sexual misconduct against 8,000 members. So it's a tasty ride.
That is a huge disparity. That's a huge range. Some victims are upset that the local chapters, the assets for the local chapters were not involved in this as well, and that would have added to the number in terms of the monetary value. But there's a chance that they have to sell their property value. You're talking about campgrounds and hiking trails across America just to pay the victims.
I can't tell you how excited my son is about Boy Scouts. So I'm thinking about just the local chapter in our neighborhood. What will happen to the local chapters?
The local chapters, the programs will go on, and that was a source of contention for some of the victims because the local chapters are, for all intents and purposes, they are independent. They are separate entities, separate from the Boy Scouts of America organization. And the Boy Scouts now claim, though, that they have one of the most stringent, safest, and strictest policies among all youth organizations. But it's sad, Kira, that it's had to take all these tragedies to lead to that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know what they could have done more, but it's really sad that all of this had to come out. And I don't know, reactive policy, while still good that it's in place, all this damage happened already. So hopefully it stops happening in the future. I'm not sure where they're gonna go from now on, but it's a protective bankruptcy. It's rich people bankruptcy, not poor people bankruptcy, where you have literally no money. It's rich people bankruptcy that that helps you protect your assets. So I want to see what's going on in the comment section. Dang, that sucks. I was in 3 different Boy Scouts troops growing up, and nothing happened. All I learned was to love nature, help people, and some pretty nifty survival skills. Yeah, I do love being able to start a fire. The only thing that the Girl Scouts have, Thin Mints. Very true. Big true. Have you eaten s'mores? Yeah, true. No pedophile tendencies. Just a whole bunch of Thin Mints. But also Girl Scouts has just become like cookie selling, and that's it. They lost funding when the Mormon church stepped out of the program. Exactly. I don't know about the Mormon church being in the program. That's true. I work with many guys from the Mormon church, and that they were involved in scouts, including with their kids. I must say it's gotten expensive to be a member. And good riddance, the Mormons' influence over BSA was over half the reason BSA was having so much trouble today. I have no clue if this is true. I have no clue what's going on. Who are they talking to? Spaghetti Monster? What's going on here? The individual packs turned into mini religious fiefdoms that were really unwelcoming to people that weren't Mormon. My brother's a Christian and his devout wife. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I mean, if some chapters were turned into like conversion groups to get people to be Mormon, I guess. Yeah. I disagree. The Mormon one that it's just Anecdote Andy. Everybody's an Anecdote Andy. I disagree with the one with the Mormon. With the Mormon one, one half of the members not being members of the church. As a friend and fellow bros, not as outsiders. LDS church. The rest of America is currently suffering. The program, plenty of things. Education. Okay. Interesting. I don't know anything about that. 8,000 claims is incredible. Oh, yeah. Mostly because they aren't 8,000 claims. Oh, we found it. The total number of scouts in the period is close to 100 million. The abuse rate is likely to be much lower than the abuse rate for non-scouts. Well, they only allowed LGBT members to join less than 10 years ago, so the Catholics on the other hand. You know, people were gay before 10 years ago, right? Like, I'm quite sure gay people were in Boy Scouts of America and didn't cause a massive problem I'm pretty sure this is just a problem that has been going on that nobody looked at. White gay males, LGBT addicted to kid butt. Yep, definitely. Because they didn't exist until 10 years ago. And then they swooped in and devoured kid butt. Because that's exactly what they do, I guess. Such levels of idiocy are astounding. Amazing. So yeah, now it's just on probably just to blame gay and black people. That's probably what they're on to now. They got paid for it. Okay. Makes me very sad. You're an Eagle Scout. You're a Boy Scout headmaster. Your Boy Scout headmaster turned out to be a child predator, so he's in prison now. Yeah, I mean, I think any place where you have a bunch of young people congregate and like follow the lead of one person who is an adult, I think you have a greater risk of attracting child predators. This is probably true. Mine too. Oh yikes, dude. Headmaster. He was a real headmaster. All right. Thank you, headmaster. Grady 325. Thank you so much for that follow. Who do I want for 2020? What do you mean? Like a girlfriend? I think a girlfriend for 2020 would be cool. I'm kind of single right now. I've been single for a better part of a year. I was thinking about getting some new plants in 2020 as well. There's some plants I had on my mind. Stuff like that. President, if that's, yeah, I talk about politics every now and again. Bernard Sanders. He's a cool guy. I like his hair. He points sometimes and he says he has a funny accent. So yeah, Bernie's cool. He's my boy. When they changed the rules to in regards of who can be a scout, I left. Glad when I did. I grew up in the Scouts. Never ran into any myself, but heard stories. What does that mean? Everyone I knew in the Scouts left around the same time, including tons of leaders. Both my parents left. Many troops. What's going on? Both my parents left. Many closed up. Now we work with other scouting style organizations that is more restrictive on leaders. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what they did. I don't know what they're talking about. There was, I mean, I don't know if they're talking about like gay people when they allowed gay people to the way they didn't like try and kill gay people for joining or something. If that's the sort of a change that they meant. The rule change, and I'm assuming you're talking about the one that allowed openly gay men to be scout leaders. I feel like you're saying it's making a generalization. Rules more sexual harassment. Are the heterosexual men that touch people of their own gender? Isn't that the definition of? Wait, what? What's going on? The rule, blah, 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 blah. I feel like what you're saying is making generalization of that because this rule change was more sexual harassment because of the gay scout leader. What are you talking about? I was messed with by a gay man as a child. I also talked to a few people. It turned out. But what are you talking about? I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, 12,000 is really big. So yeah, now that we have the basic gist of what's going on.
It's been such an institution for so long.
It has.
Now that we have the basic gist of what's going on, let's hear a little something. Oh, actually, here's a Boy Scouts girls troop. Here's a beautiful Boy Scouts girl troop.
On this windy day here in Washington, D.C., these girls are trying to start a campfire, the same way the boys would in Scouts BSA. Sophie Shell discovers it's easier said than done.
I thought it would be a cool opportunity to practice my leadership skills to get better at leading.
There are about 40 all-girl troops in the Washington, D.C. area, now known as Scouts BSA instead of Boy Scouts, to reflect the change in separate troops for boys and girls from 11 to 17 years old. Craig Burhart says when his daughter asked to join Scouts BSA, he became the scoutmaster for the troop in Washington.
It's a program that is very, very adaptable to girls. These girls jumped into this program with more enthusiasm, really, than I've seen in any other scouting unit.
Cool. All right. So there's a girls section to Boy Scouts of America that lets girls join, and they learn the same things that the boys do. How cool. How interesting. Wow. Fun. Nobody cares. But that's a lie. Many people care. Many people care. They're very mad. They're very angry. I like being with all girls, but joins Boy Scouts. The hypocrisy of this little girl. See? Oh, see, they're mad. See, here it is. Yeah, but no one wants to be stuck selling cookies and making bracelets. Very true. Maybe the girls want to learn how to build campfires and learn some cool survival skills. That's cool. But the Girl Scouts aren't doing it. Now, it would be cool if the Girl Scouts did, but if you could just go into the Boy Scouts and have like a division where there's girls and it would be like what you want the Girl Scouts to be, but in the Boy Scouts, sounds fun. Nobody cares. Then change the Girl Scouts. See, here it is, right? They care because there are women in men's spaces. This is what they care about. They're mad. They're angry. They're mauling because there's women, these little girls, these girls like between 10 and 17 are in their own. Let's go. Let's actually listen.
Olivia Hurley, who decided to join because her brother isn't scouting.
I think I'm going to be able to get out of more life skills. I like being with all girls because it gives us opportunity to learn about each other and to empower each other.
But admitting girls into Boy Scouts has angered
Cool.
Girl Scouts of the USA, which calls Girl Scouts the world's single best leadership development program for girls. The organization is suing the Boy Scouts of America for changing Boy Scouts to Scouts BSA. Here in Arlington, Virginia, the girls in this troop are reciting the Scouts BSA oath. Courteous, kind, and getting lessons on first aid. And not time.
This one over that, when you're going camping, you're using ropes to like help carry stuff.
As well as
Can you even imagine being this mad, molding this hard about girls being in a little division all by themselves, doing absolutely nothing, harming no one, learning how to fold the American flag, tie knots, and start fires. This is what you mauled about. This is what you get. Can you imagine how far your life has fallen to actually care about this like that?
Scoutmaster Megan Thomas says the girls are jumping into the program head first.
They're excited to be pioneers and being a part of an all-girl troop.
Like other girls, her daughter Sophie said she joined because she thinks the Boy Scouts are more adventurous than the Girl Scouts.
It gives us more opportunities to go out into the outdoors and like show that just because we're girls doesn't mean we can't go hiking or camping.
But her sister
Wow, how cool. How cool. How nice. Wow. Girls find their find a little pocket that they fit in the Boy Scouts. Now isn't that amazing? This makes no sense. Shaking my head. Why was the conjuring of the two why was the conjoining of the two scouts ever a thing? Who cares? Why does this hurt? Why are people? What? I don't get it. There's nothing wrong in this video. It's just a bunch of girls learning how to tie knots and start fires. Since the girls got the Boy Scouts, let's get Miss Universe named to be Mr. and Mrs. Universe. Okay, he's so bad. No to all of this. Hey, can I join the girl? You know what? Maybe. You know what? Go ahead. Go start that. Go do that thing. Go to the Girl Scouts. Say you want a little pocket for boys where there's a whole boys division in the Girl Scouts. But you won't do that. They won't do that. Probably because they're really scared of like turning gay if they spend too much time around females. They're not pioneers. They're invaders. Invaders. They're aliens in our space. There's my testosterone.
And being a part of an all-girl troop. They're
What?
excited to be pioneers and being a part of an all-girl troop.
Wow, they're actually pioneers. Holy crap. Oh, this leftist crap trying to teach boys and girls that they can be the same with no gender. I know the rest of my troop from 20 years would disagree with me entirely, including the Scoutmasters. Boy Scouts are for boys, Girl Scouts is for girls. This is like a 5-year-old mentality. Like, I don't know if I'm talking to people. I don't know if these people are like actually 11 years old here. And this is what we're seeing, just a bunch of 11-year-olds whose stepdads made accounts for them so they could watch TV, so their stepdad can drink beer and watch the Super Bowl. But I don't know what's going on. But it's incredible to me that you mauled this hard about something that means so little to anybody. Only good is coming here. Only good. Only people are enjoying their lives. Nothing changed in the Boy Scouts division for boys. Nothing changed. Absolutely nothing. None of the rules changed. They didn't have to start learning how to put in a tampon in their like butthole or anything. They're fine. They're perfectly fine. They're okay. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. These people need a hug. Can you imagine? Can you even imagine how mad they are? Put the boys back in Boy Scouts. If you join the Boy Scouts, outsource what? If you join Boy Scouts to be outside more, then go to your backyard. Well, then why join the Boy Scouts at all? I guess just go to your backyard, bro. Pregnancy merit badges, haha. Can a boy join the Girl Scouts? I mean, maybe if you push them hard enough. Oh, he's a Clown World guy. All right, so molding very hard about females joining. Let's go now to the Deplorable Choir. I didn't know who this was. I had absolutely no clue who this was for a second, and then I remembered. The Deplorable Choir are these two women, these two wine moms who absolutely love Donald Trump. They have no clue what they're talking about. They hate gay people. I'm quite sure they do not like minorities. I know for a fact they do not like Muslim people. Not sure of their not sure how they feel about Hispanic people, but we do know how they'll feel about gay people, and we'll get to that very quickly in just a moment. So I'm pretty sure they had to make a new account. They've been around for a little while, and love my terrorist squashing president. I don't know. Okay, Virginia gun rally song. Oh no, dude. God, guns, and appreciation. Yeah. They're still trying to park. They're still trying to spark that life. 3 weeks ago, what they do is the songs. I guess they do more like I love Trump songs. Cool. I guess I don't really care. But she has something to say about the Boy Scouts, caring about people getting raped and or molested in their ranks. So she's very mad that the Boy Scouts care about people getting molested. We'll get into that. Get woke, go broke, beef with Boy Scouts.
Oh, my butt is itching today because it's something I read in the news yesterday and I haven't heard anybody talking about it. So I thought I'd make you a video and tell you what's on my mind. Seriously, on the left, all they like to do is talk about climate deniers, like we're all some climate deniers. Well, I want to talk about nature deniers because
they are climate deniers. They are climate change deniers. They are. When you go, well, the Earth goes through natural heat patterns of heating and cooling, and CO2 is good for the environment. Yes, you're a climate denier. I'm sorry, but you are.
Right now in America, we have a real problem.
Also, nature denier. Probably what they're going to say is that females should not be anywhere near males because they'll, if they get too close, they'll explode.
And that is the love is love and the marry whoever or whatever you want crowd.
Yes. Go ahead and marry whoever you want. Love is love. Good job. If you love something, go ahead and marry it, dude. I don't care, but they do a lot.
Is injecting their lunatic liberal policies all over our iconic American institutions, and I am talking about the
a match. Leftist ideology all of our American American. What did she say?
liberal policies all over our iconic American institutions.
Iconic American liberal policies all over our iconic American institutions. Who cares? Holy crap. Wow, getting this mad about letting just regular human beings be a part of your being a part of your group. Wow.
And I am talking about the Boy Scouts, because if you don't know it, they filed for bankruptcy because
Yes,
they
they
have
did.
thousands and thousands of sexual harassment cases against
That's
them.
true.
And I know that means they're not finished, they're not completely closing, but to me and my household, it means that they are headed downhill faster than a snowball headed for hell. Tell me something.
Thank you, Karen. Please get more mad, Karen.
Who out there thinks that a program designed for little boys to grow up and learn to be men, that it's a good idea to bring in gay troop leaders, transgender troop leaders, and little girls?
This is homophobic and transphobic and misogynistic. 3 things. Look at that. I used words. I used the words. I did it. This is just more of the all gay people are rapists meme, which is not borne out in data. Actually, I'm quite sure that the demographic who does the most amount of child like molestation are women. I'm quite sure of that. Actually. And I'm pretty sure that most gay people don't want to rape a kid. I'm quite sure they don't. I'm very sure that they don't. I don't know. Imagine this being a thing about white people shooting up schools, right? Can you imagine that a school where people are and kids aren't allowed to carry guns, that you would have white people there who want to shoot up schools because white people want to shoot up schools. That's what they do. It's in their blood. They have the shoot up school gene. It's right there next to their mayonnaise sipping gene. No. And like they said in the video that we just watched, the girls have their own separate division, completely away from the boys. I'm quite sure they don't even interact at all. That would have nothing to do with the assault cases. Gay people and trans people have nothing to do with the assault cases. And even if she's saying that, it would be women transitioning into men who would be scout leaders, because I'm quite sure that the Boy Scouts don't have women scout leaders in the boys section. So it'd just be trans men who transition from women to men who are scout leaders. I don't know if you think that they just love to rape people. I don't think maybe she thinks that everybody who's not white, well, she didn't talk about race now. Maybe she just thinks everybody who's not like straight and cisgender is like prowling the streets, looking to scoop up kids and give little Susie back shots. I don't know, or little Timmy back shots. I don't know. But look at this dumb face who's like, got him, got the left. What are you talking about?
And you don't think that sounds like a big sexual harassment lawsuit waiting to happen?
No, it's not. It's actually not. It wasn't. This was building up over a lot of time, over many years. Had nothing to do with the gay people, trans people, or little girls who decided that they would like to learn how to build a fire, who joined the ranks of the of BSA.
Nothing the left does ends in anything but demise. They are corrupting our Christian institutions.
They're corrupting them. Corrupt the child. Yes, they're corrupting them. They're dumping chemicals in the water turning the freaking frogs gay. They're confusing children when they tell them that some people who aren't straight exist. It's a complete downfall. We're in a tailspin, kamikaze heading towards the USS Sherman. It's not going well. Soon, the entire Earth will be sucked into Hades, and all of our souls will be devoured by the endless flames.
You're corrupting our children, and I'm
Because gay people decide to exist.
the mom, and I want to put an end to it.
End to what? Oh, whoa. Oh, here's the she wants to put an end to it. This is her call for an uprising. Her time. That's her whistle. All right. That's the call to wake up all of the America first loving patriots to grab their AR-15s and to take to the streets and to shoot up the local post office to trigger the libs, I guess.
Pete Buttigieg right now wants to put like a big pork-filled bill for LGBTQ suicide prevention, and I just want to be like, do you
Is she against that?
not see the hypocrisy? You introduce these completely unnatural ideas. You spoon-feed this bull onto our children. You confuse them and corrupt their little innocent minds, and then they commit suicide, and you can't figure out any other solution other than passing a bill that pushes more propaganda down their little heads?
What are you talking about? Does she think that the left invented gayness? Does she think that like Pete Buttigieg invented like transness? What is she talking about? This is wild ramblings from an unhinged human being who should not be listened to, but it got 10,651 views. That's incredible to me. Maybe she thinks like the Pope of maybe she thinks that the Pope of leftism and their closest confidants got together in a room in their secret lab in Yosemite, in the Yosemite Mountain. It's like the volcano. It's a volcano fortress of solitude. And they were talking, and they're like, "Ah, yes, I have an amazing idea. Listen to me, listen, everyone. We shall invent gayness and foist it onto the American population so little kids kill themselves." And everybody started laughing, and they started crafting it. They started crafting the gay serum with sugar, spice, and everything homo, and they put it into a big plane, and it's just like Scarecrow in Arkham Knight, right? He just like flooded the city with his the gay toxin. In all of the world, which was completely straight and completely cisgender and never bisexual and never deviated from the hegemony of just being straight, were instantly turned gay in the blink of an eye, just like the coronavirus, spreading from country to country, leapfrogging, destroying people's lives. The gay consumed everything until we live in this permanent world of perpetual darkness, which is gay people existing, and it's terrible. Yet nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about how the left has destroyed the world and invented homosexuality. How could they? How could they? Teaching kids that trans people exist. Oh my gosh. Teaching people that you could use a condom if you don't want an STD. How could they? Absolutely shameless.
Wake up! Oh my gosh. And y'all, I am a mom of boys, so this matters to me. And I just want to be like, why can't
I am a boy and I don't care.
we be smart? Like, it's so easy. It's so simple. Let's get back to the basics. How God made us. The fundamentals, y'all. Boys are boys, girls are girls. Draw a line in the sand right there, and we will all be happy.
It's factually incorrect. They won't be happy. What are you talking about? You can't force people to be something that they're not. If you don't feel like a girl, congratulations. find a way to fit in, or move to something else. It's that easy. That's all they're saying. No one's forcing people to be trans. No one's forcing people to be gay. You just are. And people are born gay. They are. I'm sorry. No amount of liberal propaganda will change a straight person who was always straight to be gay out of nowhere. This is like the argument where it's like, well, if we let the gay people marry, then people are gonna start marrying their dogs because then marriage doesn't mean anything anymore. Like, no, nah, dog. If you don't want to marry a dog, then you probably won't. If you don't want to marry a female, then you probably won't. If you don't want to marry a male, then you probably won't. And you don't have to, and no one's going to force you to. This is so weird. I don't get it. It's literally just promoting people live their lives how they want if they're not hurting anybody else. And they hate it. They hate it so much.
Institutions in America will thrive, but no, that's just like way too hard for the left, right?
No, it doesn't work like that. No, forcing people to live the life that I want them to would make America thrive. Only if I had complete control over everybody's personal life, then the world would be such a better place. Shut up, woman. Shut up.
Please stop pissing on everything we hold dear. Please leave
I'm gonna
our
keep
children
pissing.
alone.
No one's forcing your children to do anything, you idiot.
And
What are you
please
talking
let
about?
Boys be freaking boys.
Well, they were, and then they got molested. So obviously that didn't work, I guess. I'm sorry.
Okay? Can I get an amen? I hope nobody thinks this is hate speech. That's so annoying to me. I'm simply just stating facts.
No, the first part was hate speech. I mean, it was. I'm sorry.
Everybody knows it, but for some reason...
Also, that wasn't facts. I don't know what you're talking about. Forcing, like, exerting your will and forcing someone to do something so personal as to choose who they love or what they identify as, to reach that far into someone's life and tell them what they should be. That is an intrusion, I think, of everything that we hold dear. I think that's a choice that you should be making in private, between you, yourself, and God. Okay. That's something that you do on your own time. And that's not something that we should force people to. Like, let's not mince words. She is advocating for forcing people to not be gay. She is. Like, but unless she believes that, like what I said was true, that left-wing people invented the gay and spread it amongst the world, like herpes or something.
It's completely in vogue right now to deny it, and that kind of loony leftist mentality's got to go. One day
She doesn't know what the word leftist
they
means.
They are the masters of the mess they create, and you know what? We gotta say,
Like, yeah, they're the masters. Yeah, maybe she does. Maybe she does think that the left created the gay.
no, bye-bye. Anyways, y'all have a good day. We have a book coming.
This girl is also 70% forehead. I don't get it. She looks like a camel. Let's see what the comments have to say. There's nothing more beautiful than a conservative woman. Yeah, okay. Why can't we strip the libtards of their citizenship and deport them? Ah, yes, because the Constitution means nothing anymore. Maybe it's some communist country that fits their mindset. I don't know anything. What's communist about letting gay people exist? I don't get it. This is a non-issue in Russia. Yes, because they just kill people. Is this what they're advocating for? You want to just kill people? See, these are the same people who cry so hard when people talk about how gay people or whatever are treated here in this country, and they're like, well, at least we're not Russia, you know, where they throw gay people off of roofs. And then he goes, well, if we took up the Russia way of fixing this problem, this wouldn't be one. Like, oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, no, no. This is why I quit the scouting program. Can you imagine letting trans people exist? Can you even imagine? Take him to the nearest roof. Liberals ruin everything. Rip BSA. I don't get it. I don't get it, dude. Maybe they're just really not smart. Maybe they're just too dumb. Maybe I'm bashing mentally disabled people right now. I don't want to do that. That sounds kind of mean. I mean, she's got enough noggin here. I thought there was some brain in there. I guess not.